Hey everybody, this is Mark from Garage Gym Dads, and this is going to be my review on the Genesis Jack, which many people think is the world's best deadlift jack in the world. The Klevabuilt Genesis Jack, this is the version 1.0. This is made by a company called Klevabuilt. We're all handmade and assembled in Arizona. This, I'm going to be outright. I actually did not buy this. I actually won this jack back a year and a half ago, right when they were first getting off the ground and we're starting to get these out to the public. I was lucky enough to win this, and I've been using it ever since. There's quite a few reasons why people think that this is the best deadlift jack out there. Once again, this is the Genesis Jack version 1 or 1.0 by Klevabuilt. There's currently a second version, and then there's another version that's actually been a collaboration with Klevabuilt and Ghost Strong. I believe they call it the X Jack or the Ghost X Jack, which is really awesome, but that's a whole different story. This jack is made completely of aluminum with some HDPE, which is high density plastic for the I'm not going to say the J hooks, but the hook where the bar goes in, as well as on the foot of the jack. The purpose of that is when the bar actually sits in here, if you look in close, and I'll take a close-up shot, you can actually see that the plastic sits just slightly higher than where the aluminum is. That way, so when the bar sits in here and you're picking it up and down, you're not going to affect the knurl, you're not going to scrape up the bar, it's just going to sit on the plastic. You can also get replacements for this plastic part, so if it does wear down over time, you could put on 2 new inserts, problem solved, and you still keep your bar clean, or your bar safe rather. On the 1.0 version, the feet of this, once again, is made of all aluminum. The 2.0 version actually has more of this HDPE plastic on the bottom, and you won't be able to see through the bottoms on the new version. Some people were worried that it would be a little bit wobbly with just without the feet, which I think is one reason they did it. The other is some people were concerned that it would tear up your floor, say you had a wood platform and you're using it on that. From other reviews, I have stall mats in my gym, so I can't speak of that personally. But from what I've heard in other reviews of people that do have platforms, it's not such an aggressive, kind of design on the bottom of this that it would eat it up. I think over time it's a possibility, but most people weren't saying that there were any problems with that. Couple things that are so great about this. One, it's super small, has a super small footprint. So storage in a home gym, depending on how big your space is, space is at a premium. So something like this, you could literally, if you wanted to, you could hang it up on a rack. You could put it on, if you have wall control or you have some sort of pegboard, you could put it up on there. Me personally, I have my little kind of equipment storage behind me over here in the corner. This jack sits literally in the corner, and if you're not looking for it, you actually won't even notice that it's there. It does a great job. I'm gonna take some video and some close-ups showing how to use it. Super easy to use, and it does what you need, especially if you're lifting by yourself. You don't have anybody else in here in the gym with you. If you're doing deadlifts, especially if you're doing heavier deadlifts, it makes life a heck of a lot easier. I'm gonna show you how to easily use the Genesis Jack, load the bar from nothing on it except the plate on the other side, and load it from nothing, and then how to pick it up and continue loading it. So when I am loading it by myself, just to start, put it on right there. That's it. It brings it up just enough that it clears the plates, and as you can see, super stable, not going anywhere. Then, nice and easy, put your plate on. As you can see, plenty of coverage. Put 2 plates on. There you go. Put your collar on there. And then the super easy thing to let it down, you just drop it down like that. And that's it. Really couldn't get any easier than that. After you have it, you do your sets. You're ready to add more weight, take more off. Super easy. Put it right by the collar. Usually you roll it, you can roll it forward a little bit. Put it right up there. I personally, I'm not deadlifting thousands of pounds, so operational by myself is not a problem at all. However, I have seen people with a bar loaded up 700-800 pounds. With this, I mean, it's just got the perfect fulcrum point to pick up the weight, make it nice and easy. So no matter what you're doing, It's easy, it's a breeze. Once again, highly recommend it. Two of the things that have been updated on the Genesis Jack in the version 2.0 is the handle and the feet. As I mentioned, the feet are now covered in the plastic as well, the HDPE plastic. I think both for aesthetics and just for some extra protection of your flooring. And then the one thing that a lot of people had complaints about was that the handle is very narrow. So gripping it, I mean, personally, it gets the job done, but it's not super, super thick, if you will, in your hand. The new version has the HDPE plastic on both sides. It thickens it up a little bit. I actually did personally win the second version as well. Coincidentally, I won version 1 and version 2. The 2.0 version I won from the Garage Gym competition, which is held. It's an annual competition, all virtual, kind of all done via sending in your clips and whatnot. It's a really good competition. I've been doing it for 2 years in a row. This year was actually the 4th year that it was held. But regardless, I won it in that, and I ended up selling the Jack to just a local garage gym owner because I had the first version of it. And obviously, nothing went wrong with it. This is perfect, and I figured, you know what, why not kind of pay it forward and give it to somebody else that could use it and didn't have a Deadlift Jack. But the fit and finish of the new one with the HDPE plastic, it is literally almost seamless. I mean, you can rub your hand against where it goes from the metal to the plastic on both sides, and it's just a beautiful fit and finish. Version 2.0 is for sale. You can get it on the Klevabuilt website. It does sell for $99.99. Once again, handmade in the U.S. Everything's machined in the U.S. It's assembled in the U.S. Great company that's actually really involved in the garage, not just the garage gym community, but they are really involved in the community. They really have very high standards for the quality of their work and what they put out. They also have the Android Landmine, which has got to be the smoothest landmine. I also won that in the garage gym competition as well, but ended up selling that as well because the way my rack is set up, I didn't have a way to use it on mine and keep it with my storage and everything else. But super smooth, high quality in terms of how that's developed. Once again, the Klevabuilt Genesis Jack version 1. That's about it. I'd highly recommend it. Get after it, and thanks for watching.